So the film story begins with showing a very old ship that was repaired and made new, and a group sets out on a journey. There were about 60 people in this group. Among them, the first one to be shown to us is the president of Korea. His son had also come, whose name is Adam. There was also a goon with whom he had a lot of men. The goon comes to the president, that is, Adam's dad, and asks, "Sir, do you want anything? If you need anything, tell me, and I will bring it immediately." He replies, "No, not right now. But if it happens, I will tell you." There was also an old man here, who is collecting the soil from the ship with a brush and putting it in a cup. A girl sitting next to him, Eve, who had come here with her husband, she was quite surprised to see the old man doing this. She asked, "What are you doing? Why are you collecting the soil?" The old man does not respond to Eve on this. Instead, he just smiles at her. Now the president is given a very important person cabin. Seeing this, the three models got very angry. She asks the goon, "What is happening? Then why is the president getting the very important person cabin?" On this, the goon started scolding her. "Don't ask so many questions. Be quiet." But here, Eve's husband also supports these models. He started saying that she was right. "Why is this being done to us?" Hearing this, the goon's people started holding her and threatening her to answer the question or to kill herself. "If you want to live, then take your wife and go out of here." Hearing this threat, Eve got scared. She comes out with her husband. Now the old man puts some watermelon seeds in the cup into which the soil was flowing. Actually, he was trying to grow these plants. Seeing this, Eve is quite surprised. What is he trying to do? The models were enjoying themselves with the goon's companions. While the president was standing at this place and staring at Eve, noticing this, the goon came to the president and said, "What is the matter, sir? Did you like that girl? If this is the case, then don't worry, I will bring her to you." Now, after a while, the goon's companions attacked the place where Eve and her husband were sleeping. She starts behaving badly with Eve after hitting her husband a lot. The goon stabs his husband with a knife, kills him, and then throws him into the sea. After doing this, he also made Eve conscious and took her to the president, where first the president, then his daughter Adam, and many of the goon's companions did a lot of bad things to her. When she came to her senses, she came out in a very bad condition. She comes to the goon, kills him, and starts asking about her husband. To which she laughs and replies, "I stabbed your husband and threw him into the sea." Now Eve did not believe these nonsense things. That's why she went ahead, and when she comes to her room, she sees her husband's shoe lying outside, which also has a lot of blood. Seeing this, Eve is very broken. She starts crying, and she also wants to go into the water and die. She was about to go. Then that old man comes and stops her and saves Eve's life. Now we were shown the condition of the whole ship, where all the passengers and others were sleeping after drinking alcohol. When she woke up the next morning, seeing this, she realized that her ship was not moving in the water. In fact, it is flying quite high in the air. This whole scene was standing there. The old man was watching. He was not surprised. That's why Eve was suspicious of him. As soon as he knows everything, she starts keeping an eye on him. And she also follows him. Where we see that the seeds that the old man had put have now come out, small plants have come out from there, and the 2 eggs that were kept in the machine have also come out of them. Now the president goes to the captain's cabin and asks him, "How did this ship come into the air? Now where are we going?" The captain, who was also very scared, says, "I don't know what's going on. The radar is also not working, which could tell where we are right now and where we are going. On top of that, we don't have much food, which will end after 3-4 days." Hearing this, all the passengers were very scared. The door of that cabin is broken, where the food was kept. Then the president, while relaxing everyone, said, "Please calm down, don't fight. Food will be given equally to everyone." but no one was ready to listen, so the goon uses his power here. He makes everyone calm down at gunpoint. Now the president tells the captain whether to give food to any of them or not, but I and my son should definitely get it. Our food should reach on time, but the captain does not like this thing, so he refuses to listen to any of them. But the goon also showed him the gun and started eating. The captain could not tolerate this, so he meets the people on his ship. He started saying that this president is a very greedy person. On top of that, he has kept that goon with him, and now, if we have to fight them, if we have to stop them, then we should also have weapons. As we know, this ship is from the Second World War, so it is possible that we will get weapons in it. After saying this, everyone started looking for weapons in the ship, where they got a box full of bombs, which they kept with them. Now seeing so much rice, some passengers ask, "This little rice will not fill our stomachs." Then the goon's man says, "Eat quietly. This is being given to everyone," but they do not listen, and after following them for a long time, they come to the president's cabin and see that the president and his people are eating different kinds of food, and that too with a full stomach. Seeing this, all the passengers got very angry. The goon again showed them the gun and threatened, "Keep your mouth shut and keep quiet." Now those passengers could not do anything. That's why the poor people get scared and leave. She goes to an old man and asks, "Grandfather, why are you planting these plants?" But this time too he does not answer anything other than smiling. Now the president again asks the captain, "Where is this ship going?" To which the captain replies, "I do not know." Hearing this, the president got so angry that he slapped him on the face, but the captain stood quietly. Tired of all the circumstances, she goes to the president, and she tells him a lot. Hearing this, the goon came to her to misbehave with her and catch her. Now the president's son Adam comes in front and stops the goon from doing this. He saved Eve and took her away. And now these two come to the old man, where he was still growing plants that had already grown up. Some passengers secretly started trying to steal food, but the goon's people killed them and threw them. Seeing this, the president was very happy, and he praised the goon for this work. Now the goon gives a letter to the president, asking that you keep it for your protection. If I never pass, it can be useful. In the afternoon, the president was eating chicken. He throws a leg piece in front of the passengers. Seeing this, a crowd of passengers gathers to pick up a leg piece. They start fighting with each other. The push becomes hungry, because he is very hungry. He has not eaten for a long time. Seeing this, Adam got very angry at his dead president. That's why he started scolding him. "Dad, you are such a greedy and cruel person. Why are you doing this to these people?" To which he replies, "Son, you just think of it as a scene from a drama or a movie and enjoy it." There, the old man collects urine from the ship's bathroom and puts it on the plants. Seeing this, Eve says, "Grandpa, what are you doing here? What difference will it make to the plants?" He does not answer this either, except for smiling. Then Eve started vomiting. Seeing this, the old man checks her and gives her the information that you are going to be a mother. Now, her husband did not stay and is alone here. She could not raise this child, which is why she thinks of killing him. She picked up the knife, and as soon as she started killing in her stomach at the right time, the old man stops her and saves both her and the child's lives. Adam, she had found out that Eve was going to be a mother, and she wanted to eat. That's why, while eating, he hides some pieces of cake and keeps them. He takes them and gives them to Eve, but Eve refuses to eat them. Says, "I don't even want to see your face. It's a long story to eat from your hand, because when everyone took advantage of me when I was unconscious, you were also included." Adam says, "Please forgive me. I realized my mistake and take this, please. We need it." But Eve still refuses. Now the old man with Adam's hands takes food and gives it to Eve. Then she goes and eats it. Now it was evening. People were in a bad state of hunger. That's why they went in the foodie's bag and started stealing food. But then the president came there, and one of them was shot and said, "Whatever food you have picked up, keep it back." Now the traveler got scared and forcefully put the food back. An old man came to the dead traveler, picked him up and took him to his place. He first cuts his body into pieces, then puts them in the machine, grinds them, and puts them in the plants so that the plants start growing faster. Seeing this, Eve's condition worsened. She starts crying. She also starts thinking, "Is this old man crazy? Who does such things?" The captain throws a bomb in the president's cabin and closes the door so that he doesn't get scared. But at the right time, he drops the bomb, thus saving his life. Then he comes out with a gun. At gunpoint, he asks the captain, "Where did you get this bomb from?" Then the forced captain had to tell him that's why the president, with that full box of bombs, takes weapons from him. Now the president's evil mind gets an idea. Why don't I blow up all the travelers with these bombs? Adam comes back to Eve, where Eve tells him that the old man always saves me from dying. I don't know why, but maybe there's a reason that he does this. When I was going from the ship, he saved my life, and when I tried to stab myself, he saved my life. After a while, the goon announces that for all the travelers, we have kept a lot of food in a room. Whoever wants it, they can go and get it. Seeing this, everyone starts running towards that room. Seeing this, Eve also starts going there. But like before, the old man stops her again. All the travelers, when they reach that room, the goon's people close the door of that room, and now the evil president starts dropping a lot of bombs inside. Some travelers see this and open the door and try to get out of there, but the goon's people who are standing at the door attack them and kill everyone badly. Now this cruelty was increasing. That's why with all their might, some travelers came out and started fighting the goon's men. Like this, an atmosphere of war was created there. Everyone became thirsty.